This is your very large wardrobe, lots of space in it. It also contains a freestanding picnic table, which you can stand inside the van or outside. Also has the handle for the sun canopy, which I will show you now. Get my glasses. Pick the handle, turn it. So obviously if it's windy, don't use it. The legs are along this inside edge. They're on a spring, so you press there we go. Press it in, it releases it, and then you have to very carefully jiggle it down to the height that you want it, and you lock it with the plastic clips. There's holes for pegs to go through to hold it down. The flooring for under the sun canopy I showed you earlier inside. Okay, to put it away again, it's the same in reverse. Just be careful with these hinges, just jiggle them gently and then push in so that you have to have that up so that it can clip onto here and be safely stored. And wind it back in again to put it away. In. Simple process. Oops, she says. There we go. Just locking that. Just put this away. This is your gas. You'll have 2 bottles when you go. You have a separate set of locker keys. Don't think it's left it open. Unlock them and press to open. You've got a spanner if you need to change from the gas bottle. One gas bottle will be on when you arrive ready to use. There'll be another brand new full one, so if this runs out you can change it to the other one. To change it, you simply turn it off at the top, twist it. You use the spanner to undo it at the nut here. There'll be a plastic bung in the new one. You take that out, fasten the nut back in the same position as it was on this one, and open the top. On this one, it has a safety feature of this green button. You have to, it's a prime button. When you press it to start with, it pings, drops a ball bearing somewhere in it. If you don't press that button, it will not work. Okay. There is a little sheet to help you and remind you how it all works. The thread on a gas bottle is a left-hand thread, so it's opposite to the normal way. Please keep them locked all the time. Okay. This is if you bring a gas barbecue with you. It's just there ready for you. Just make sure you hit that so it doesn't rattle if you drive down the road. In the door here you'll see we've got a little shower head. I'll show you where that goes in a minute. It's your outside shower. Bike rack, 2 bike rack, self-explanatory. This key does your water. Unlock it, then press it in and turn to take it out. In the passenger door, just one moment. Here's your blue water hose. Most sites have a tap with a connector on already. Put the orange connector onto their tap, put the other end of the hose in here and fill it up. Simple as that. Next to it is the toilet cartridge. Put this back on. Unlock it. That one is the water one. All the other lockers are done with this key. Unlock it. Press. Toilet cartridge. You have to lift to get it to slide out. It should slide out easily. Remember, if it doesn't, it's because of the handle inside that I mentioned earlier. To empty it, unscrew this, tip it down the waste toilet disposal point. Usually there's a hose pipe you can rinse it out with and empty it again. Fill the cap with the chemical, the green chemical or blue chemical that's inside that we showed you in the bathroom. One cap full, and that's it, ready to go again. This is actually a handle that pulls out because this is quite heavy when it's full, so you can wheel it to the toilet disposal point. You can check you've emptied it properly by sliding and looking in here. And it just slips back in like that. Make sure you lock it. This is your outside shower point. You simply plug it in and squeeze the handle of the shower if you want to rinse wellies, children, dogs, bikes, whatever. Again, make sure it fastens properly so it doesn't rattle around. This side, this is your drain for your freshwater point. You shouldn't need to drain your freshwater tank unless there was a burst or some sort of problem. However, on the other side, the grey one is your wastewater. I'll show you that in a minute. In this one, I can open it. You've got your leisure battery, which you don't need to do anything with, but you also plug in your mains. It's got a little hole for it to go through, so you can close it up and keep it out of the bad weather. When you connect it, make sure it pushes right in with the 3 pins. If you don't, it won't work. What you need to do is connect it at the motorhome end first and plug the other end into the stand at the campsite. If you have any issues with it, try a different plug on the stand at the campsite and make sure that the trip hasn't been tripped so that it does actually have electricity coming through it. Okay, we'll go round to the front of the vehicle. I'll show you the last couple of things. This is where the fuel goes in. Diesel, AdBlue. You don't need to do anything with the AdBlue. We will have filled it up ready for you, but you do need to bring it back full of diesel, please. Finally, this is your wastewater. It's open at the moment. If you close it, both those holes are together, so you could put a pin through it. Obviously, everything that you use water-wise, apart from the toilet, goes into the wastewater tank. When you need to drain it, simply open it and it'll come out. There should be a wastewater disposal point at every campsite.